hairdo this morning, but here we are in the shop. We are locking up right now. We're about to go head into work. I wish I was doing something with the paramotors right now, but we currently have to go to work, and we got to go try to beat the weather anyway, because it's supposed to rain in a couple hours. And this is why I actually pushed it yesterday to go and fly, which we went and flew with Vito. Super epic. Oh yeah, my carrier. Hold on a second, guys. My carrier is still on here. I don't like to drive around with this on because I can't tell you guys how many times I've actually been hit by other cars with this on the back. Super ridiculous. Like one time a guy actually ran it over from like turn too sharp into my van, and then another time I got whaled like 3 times in the back from like some random lady who, once I got out of my van, she ran away from me. So I was like, what the heck is that, you know? Okay, let me get all situated here, guys. All right. We're all in. We're all ready to go, right? It is 7:33 in the morning. Excuse me. Okay, let me, I gotta text everybody the code, because all these campgrounds always require a gate code. So let's do the gate code. Okay, here's the gate code. Send this to Mike. 1221. Okay. The deck is all the way in the back right of the campground. All right. So check that out, guys. So like I said, every morning, this is how my daily routine normally goes for work. We get the we got the worksheet, right, which gives me my breakout of what I'm going to be building. So yesterday, what we did was we ordered the lumber for this job, but we do have rain in the forecast. Oh, I'm drinking out of my Spooky Vibes only cup this morning. I guess I got that Halloween thing going on right now. Oh, what just happened? Both of these didn't send? Oh, that's super weird. Huh. Trying to shoot texts out to Mike, and they're like not actually sending. I actually wonder if it's something on his end, because I was just talking to Pilot Pat. Pilot Pat has a pull start issue, and it makes this loud tinging noise, and it bothers him, so he wants to replace it. So let's see here. Okay. All right. Get you under here so you're not shaking. There we go. Yeah, so a lot of times if I have my phone or this tripod any lower, it actually isn't bad. Like if it was touching the dash, but it like does this little bit of shaking, so I have to like prop it. So what else is going on? So really nothing, guys. Really, yesterday I got to go out for an extremely fun flight with Vito, and you know, normally like with Vito, I've been trying to hang out with him, but it's hard to, because for one, he lives a little bit farther away than I do, and we are both in New Jersey. And if you guys aren't aware who Vito is a guy that you see a lot of times in a lot of Tucker Gott's videos that you see. And Vito, he's a great pilot. He's a good friend. He's a good person. He gives off great energy. You know, like yesterday's flight with him was extremely fun. We kind of stayed a little bit on the low side, which, you know, when you fly low, it's risky no matter what. Like there is no such thing as safe flying low, because one little mistake or a motor out, especially if you're, you know, facing or if you're riding with a tailwind downwind, it's going to be game over. And not completely game over, you can just get hurt really bad, you know, if you're lucky. But regardless, so it was fun. You know, it was the first time I tried to do foot water drags. You know, I've never done that before. That was extremely fun. But you know what I realized about doing the foot water drags is it's extremely fun to do, but I realized that you like super soak the whole paramotor doing it. Like, I guess because when you're doing the water drag, your prop is hitting your water stream off of your foot, and then it's just like chopping the water up and throwing it all over. Because like I had it all over the bottom of my exhaust really bad, and a little bit on my engine case. And so what I did was, when I got home yesterday, I literally like just WD-40'd the whole thing like crazy and wiped it down, trying to make sure I got all that salty water off of it, you know. Because dude, that was some pretty epic. Like, I mean, like, I've done somewhat of water drags before, but not really, like just barely touching, being super nervous. But this one was different because yesterday this was like a, I don't know, 35-foot long by 5-foot wide like tub of water basically. So like, and it was only like 2 feet, maybe 3 feet deep in like the center part. So like if you fell in it, you can easily stand right up, you know. And that's why I kind of went for it, because normally, for one, flying low is already very dangerous, and two, anything with you mixing with water is really not smart. But it was so much fun. I have to admit it. It was like, it was an incredible time yesterday, and really like the flight in itself was like, I don't know. It was just so much fun because, like I said, I don't ever really get to hang out with Vito that much. And finally, you know, I had the time to just drop what I was doing and just go and see him, you know. And, you know, sometimes, you know, but you know what was crazy though about yesterday, thinking about yesterday, is that the winds were pretty high in certain areas, you know, and we went to a different spot. A spot that I typically don't ever go to anymore, but I have gone to because of the way the wind direction was coming. You know, it was more smart, I'm sorry, to be at another point of New Jersey, which I don't normally like to say exactly where I was at. But you guys get the point. It's like, you know, you kind of go chasing down the wind too. So yeah, I do have to say, I'm like still pretty stoked about yesterday. It was just so much fun. It was so funny that when I did the foot drag on the water, I knew it. That as soon as I would go and try to touch like another like foot drag, you know, like on the sand, I was gonna just totally wear it, and I did. And I did a foot drag. I wore all the sand all over my wet pants and wet sneakers, you know, and but man, it was just so much fun though, all around. Get my heat on a little bit. It's a little chilly out. It's supposed to get up to 60 degrees today, but like I said, we're supposed to have some rain. It's calling around noon for rain, so we'll see how that goes. So we're actually pretty close to the campground right now. This is a whole different one that I've actually never showed you guys yet on any of my videos. So I haven't actually probably been in this campground for probably a year, you know. But it's funny because like I said, everybody, from before my previous or live streams, we work out of like 30 some campgrounds just here in one county alone, and this county alone has like well over 60 campgrounds. So it's weird to think that like we're basically in half of them, but we're in and out of them though. We're not like there working in these places for weeks at a time or anything. It's like we come to a campground. Me personally, we're never there for longer than 4 days unless there's something wrong, you know. like concrete problems, or you know, sometimes when we dig in the ground for when we do footers, you know, sometimes we'll hit electric lines, we'll hit main water lines, which I have done. I can't stress how many times I've actually hit a main water line because it was not where it was supposed to be, meaning it wasn't as deep as it should be. And two, that's what stinks about some of these older campgrounds. Some of these older campgrounds are actually like that. Sorry everybody, I see a bunch of people up here, so I'm gonna just sign off the live now so I don't upset anybody, because like I said, I don't know how other people feel about the live stream. So, and a lot of these people anyway, to be totally honest with you, are very grumpy in the morning. So let me just sign off. And hey guys, I'll come back on in a little bit, probably hopefully around noon time, we'll see, because if it's raining or not. So make sure you guys all stay tuned. I'll talk to you guys in a little bit. Peace out.